Reasonable clout, reasonable clout. We don't need a lot, just a decent amount. It's reasonable clout, 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 it's reasonable clout.
Yes, sir. Get back up in this thing.
What up? What up? What up?
One more time.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, Nick. What up, country boy?
Ain't shit. Welcome to episode 16 of the Reasonable Clout podcast, man. It's yours truly, Culture Q. Up in this thing with my man Ben Savvy. What's going on, my brother?
Man, you know. Oh, man. Feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Feeling good. I ain't complaining at all, man. Loving life. Enjoying every moment. Whether good or bad. You can't be out here, wanting to take all the good shit and not be ready to take the bad as well. Life got a balance to it.
Yes, sir. It all go back to that scale every time. Every motherfucking time. Need that balance.
You segue right in there the perfect way too. You know what I mean? You know what it is, reasonable clout. Yeah.
Sir, reasonable clout.
Put the scales in the sky.
Yeah, put them in the comments too. Go ahead and put that scale emoji in the comments, man. But before you do that, make sure you lock in with us at Reasonable Clout Podcast on all social media except for X. On X, it is Clout and Reason. Make sure you lock in on YouTube at Reasonable Clout Podcast. And, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that hype button. Do everything you could do to get us up through there, man. I guess we're going to get right into it. Shit. What we going to start with, man?
Hey, man, I'm sitting here like, hey, man, this stuff look dark.
What's that?
I'm looking at the screen like, man, this look dark, bro. Shades.
I get that, but I don't get what the fuck you nigga cut to the chase. What's going on? What we doing?
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting over here like, damn, this shit look dark.
Oh, yeah. A little dark.
Nah, but it ain't.
So what we starting with, man?
Now let's get right to it, man. Mr. 6ix9ine and Big Bank.
Okay. Okay, that's where we starting. Okay.
We need to jump right into that, man. Cause I just seen a video with Bank, man. Saying he had to go get him some quick counseling.
That was cap. He was capping. He was capping for the net, man. Because I actually watched that. Did you watch that?
No, but I'm saying if you notice who he was saying, the names of the individuals he was saying, that's the counseling. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
the
watched
high
that video.
counseling. Yeah.
But before we get too deep, man, let's go ahead and intro this. This is Big Bank interview 6ix9ine. What it was, it dropped during our recording of our last episode. I actually watched it that night, but it's getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some people like, yeah, fuck that, yeah, get that money or get them views or get that clout. And some people like, dog, why would you go sit down with that nigga, bruh? Like, what you doing, Bank? Like, are you
Um,
sure that's the move? Like, why would you do that? Did
this
you
shit is
watch the? Did you
this
watch it
is
in
it's
its
business.
entirety?
I didn't finish it. I still got the ending to check out.
Okay, okay,
Um,
okay.
but for the most part, I caught the gist of everything, and each point that Bank was trying to make, and each point that 6ix9ine was trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is business. Period. We he's not involved in street activities no more. He's now in the world of journalism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's now his job to bring to light certain things that's been hidden in the dark, touching on certain subject that other individuals may not be willing to. Like
Yeah.
he just sat down with Woody and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Um,
Thug.
yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
we can't say that Thug and them is in the same position as like a six.
Well, I mean, they tried to put Thug in that category
Yeah.
because he sat down with them people in that goddamn interrogation room uh, over the Lil Wayne bus shooting. That's what they was talking about in the Bank interview because Bank trying to get down to it, like what the fuck you was doing in there, like why was you talking to them people that long and for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So let's get to it, man. You kind of already was going into it. Do you think Bank was wrong for sitting down with 6ix9ine?
Nah. Again, I say this is business, bro. And what industry are we all in?
Entertainment. It's all
That's it.
entertainment.
That's all this shit is, bro. And you
And
look
like
at
I said,
all this shit that go on, man. Just motherfuckers really gotta remember this shit is just entertainment.
that's it.
And it's a business. And it's somebody's job. You know what I mean? Like a motherfucker clocking in at McDonald's. Yeah, we passed the 7 minute mark. Like, wait, is it 7 or 10?
I think it's 10, but we ain't been going by that shit anyway. I've been cursing like a motherfucker in the front of you. I mean, we'll get it
But
right
yeah,
one day.
so yeah, man. That, this industry that we in is strictly entertainment. Just like the movies that you see, the music that you hear. We got individuals catching cases off of songs and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers being
Facts.
convicted off of songs. And this shit
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to be just entertainment. You
Speaking of
know.
that, I feel bad because I don't know. Did my man get did they put damn, I was about to say some crazy shit. Um Dude in Garland, Texas, did they actually go through with the
I haven't seen it.
I feel like that would have been a big story if they did go
Yeah.
through with that. Maybe they held it up. Well, shit, we got the fucking internet. All
Oh,
right, let
that's
me
why
see.
I'm on it.
I forget bro name. Uh, yeah, I forget his name. Something. I forget his name, but anyway, uh, my man, Big Bang. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go how I felt at the time, and also how I feel after the shit.
Oh shit.
What it happened?
Man,
Talk to me.
from the AI overview, it says Texas executed James Broadnax on April 30th, 2026
Damn.
for the 2008 robbery and murder of two Christian music producers in Garland. His case drew intense national attention after prosecutors used his rap lyrics as evidence to secure a death sentence. Yee.
So
Prompting
that's
final hour appeals supported by musicians like Travis Scott and T.I.
damn,
Yo,
man. R.I.P. man. fucking P, dog. Fuck. So the lyrics weren't used to convict him. It was just used to get the death penalty.
yeah, his lyrics is what helped send him to death row.
Why isn't this a fucking big story right now? Like, that's insane. That's like that's like let's say like an Italian gangster in a movie, whoever's portraying that gangster in real life, they end up having a similar situation, and then they use their movie to get the death penalty for him. You get the correlation? What I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That's fucked up.
that's the whole fucked up part about it, you know. But that's the system that's designed. It ain't for them. It's for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's all these little traps, and understand this, that set out for us to be ensnared, so we can go back into a certain position, and that's that indentured servitude.
Mm-hmm.
We forfeit our rights and things of that nature, and now we're back under subject. If you understand the laws that were set back in place, once they ended so-called slavery. So if you were caught, they said in loitering laws. So if you were caught, then you were captured for loitering. Because if I free you, then you ain't got nowhere to go. You're gonna be out in the streets, correct? Now, if I'm a officer of the law, or whatever, then I see you out here and I ask you where you were supposed to be, this, that, there, and the other, then I detain you and put you back in that position now under law,
Right.
but just not called slavery. That's why you can ride by till this damn day and see these motherfuckers out there on them yard crews cutting
Mm-hmm.
up the highways, all of this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Shit crazy, dog. But I guess back to RP that man for sure. But back to the topic at hand. I guess my next question is, did 6ix9ine walk Big Bank down?
Yeah, he feasted. Yeah, he definitely feasted on Bank, man. It was like watching a boxing match that was horribly one sided. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Bank came prepared for what 6ix9ine came prepared for, and 6ix9ine played from his vantage point versus Bank's vantage point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was definitely well prepared, but this is why that was the case, because he's been waiting for this moment. Because once he got out after that snitching shit, he was going around to different podcasters trying to get them to interview him.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to pull up on Joe Budden. He was like, I don't want the interview. He tried to pull up on Gillian Wallow. They're like, nah, we don't want that interview. You know what I'm saying? He tried to pull up on the culture. Now, niggas like academics, he sat down with them, but they already partners. You know what I'm saying? So that don't count. He pulled up on Vlad. That was he pulled up on Vlad a couple times. So, but Vlad ain't the culture, so that don't count. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So he needed
Vlad
somebody
asked
out of
anybody.
our culture to pull up on to validate what he was trying to present. And once he got that opportunity via Big Bank, it was over with. So he came fully prepared to get his message across with somebody that's valid in the streets. You dig what I'm saying? So of course he was prepared. Now Big Bank on the other end, he came in there prepared to just have a sit down and a conversation. Perspective. If you watch his podcast, that's what that is. You just sit down. He don't need no PowerPoint presentation. I just want to get your perspective. But
And he got his perspective.
Yeah, he did. A lot of people did. A lot of people, they're like, man, 6ix9ine ain't wrong, dog.
So let's talk about this U visa shit.
Okay.
What's the deal with this U visa shit? I want to look that shit up now that I'm thinking
because I
about it.
didn't really look into it. But how 6ix9ine was trying to shape it is that you have to be cooperating with the law to be able to obtain that visa.
A U visa is a U.S. non-immigrant visa for victims of specific crimes who have suffered substantial mental or physical abuse and are helpful to law enforcement. It offers temporary legal status up to 4 years, work authorization, protection from deportation, and a potential pathway to a green card after 3 years.
Hmm.
Key requirements and process: eligibility. Applicants must have been victims of qualifying criminal activity, e.g., domestic violence, trafficking, felonious assault occurring in the U.S. or violating U.S. law. Certification. A critical step is obtaining a certification from I-918 Supplement B from law enforcement confirming the victim's cooperation. Applicants and limits. Application and limits. The petition is filed with the USCIS due to a 10,000 annual cap on principal visas. Approved applicants may be placed on a waiting list during which they may receive deferred action and work authorization.
So with all that you just read, does that mean that 21 Savage is cooperating?
So it says work authorization, protection from deportation, and a potential pathway to a green card after 3 years.
Yeah.
Now, the eligibility, the only way that you're eligible is applicants must have been victims of a
But even going,
qualifying
I got you.
criminal activity.
I heard everything you said. But what I'm saying, I guess, let me just put it this way. What I'm asking is there a way that, is there a chance that 21 Savage was just running a play just so he could obtain this visa? Maybe there was no crime. Maybe there wasn't even someone to, I don't know. It's tricky. That's why I'm asking you. Does
Nah,
that
I doubt that. You can run certain plays on certain people in certain groups, but them ain't the ones you run plays on. That's why they was on his ass. You know what I mean? So, and then
so you
again,
saying you believe that 21 Savage cooperated with the law?
no, I don't know what his situation was. I had to figure out what that part is. You know, whatever the original case was. Because without that, you can't say, this individual went and told on anybody or did anything. You had to figure
Okay,
out, well,
so
where's
boom.
this case?
All right, let's crank it up a little bit. So if it's proven that 21 Savage did in fact do this to obtain this visa, or what is it? U visa,
The
UV
U
visa.
visa.
A U visa is Atlanta officially Ratlanta.
Damn.
Let's talk.
I mean, they
Let's turn it
carry
up.
they carrying the torch at this moment for a lot of individuals, but again, a lot of these cases got a lot of weird shit to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But just to be cut and dry about the shit, there is no, cooperation. Either, you either gonna do whatever far as your time, far as whatever you got,
Mm-hmm.
or you like shit, let me get that deal.
But niggas
I'll
take
give
plea.
you I'll give you
Niggas,
this. I'll give you this officer, this place where we run shit out of, this nigga who shoots whoever.
but niggas trying to say plea deals. These days, niggas trying to say plea deals is ratting. But I myself took a plea deal, but I didn't tell on nobody. I didn't. I
No,
simply
plea
said,
deal. Go ahead.
no. I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, a plea deal is basically whatever you putting in your plea. You're not you're not sitting there saying that this person or that person committed a crime, especially if it's just you. You just trying
Yeah,
to get the best
because
particular deal.
I guess it's still telling on somebody, because to get that plea deal, you basically gotta plead no contest or guilty.
Well, the person that you gonna be telling on is you. If you know what I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying.
you're admitting guilt to the crime.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. So I guess it has to be somebody getting told on, even if it's yourself. When it comes down to a plea deal, they're trying to get a
that's just you
conviction.
taking the blame. Like you, that's what
Exactly.
as a motherfucker supposed to do, versus saying, "Hey, 6ix9ine did it." Nah,
So
fuck that.
back
I
to
ain't
the
going. I ain't
so
going down.
yeah. So back to the
Before I go down, I'm
Ratlanta
taking
shit.
everybody with me.
Nigga, I'm glad you said that, because going back to the Ratlanta shit, I did actually watch that episode where Big Bank, he sat down with Parlay from Franchise Boys. He sat down with Ray Daniels. He sat down with DJ Scream and a guy I just fucking heard of. Damn, what's my man name? He out of Dallas. Damn, I hate I don't know his name or remember his name. But anyway, he sat down with them, to talk about this interview. And one thing that stuck out that Parlay asked the room is, or not even asked, he was like, yo, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do a rap versus with any city, any major city in the country. Let's go rat for rat. And he said, I guarantee you Atlanta ain't got the most rats.
The most
The most.
need to go ahead and do a list.
We know they ain't got New York beat, New York City beat. And we ain't just
Nah,
talking, we're not just talking artists. We're just
just
saying,
period.
oh, you know what? We probably would have to keep it on artists, because that's what we're talking about with the Ratlanta shit. It would have to be just artists. So I don't know if
Well, if
he
you
got
going with just artists, then yeah, the list.
it get tricky. It get tricky. Because how many New York rappers we know ratted? How many LA artists we know ratted? Now I will say,
So now we
us,
could just gonna
us
say it like this:
knowing
Hey, New
and they
York,
doing,
speak up. LA, speak up. Texas, speak
but
up.
that's the thing. They could speak up, but they're not gonna, oh yeah, these are all our rats. No, ain't nobody gonna spill the beans, so it'll be up to whoever to find out who actually ratted. Because what I was
That's what
about
I'm
to say
saying.
is,
we had the internet now to where individuals in these particular cities can get certain information and be like, yo, yeah, this person got paperwork on this person, he told on this person, this dude cooperated with this person, this law enforcement officer about this particular case, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, ain't no better sources than the individuals in those cities
We need to hit up
versus
10. We need to hit up 1090J. You know, he'll expose all the rats, dog.
well, this is remember all this shit is public knowledge. If
Yeah,
you have
but
the individuals' names, then you can be able to get this information. And if you want to go further, then you can go ahead and pay for certain searches of certain shit as well.
but but who's gonna do all this intel?
Man, if niggas want to do certain podcasts, was like, hey man, we didn't put down $1,000 to find out if this person, to this person in these cities is really motherfucking harassing. We got the paperwork now. You know what I mean?
You know what
The-
fucked it up? Because we wouldn't have never known about that Young Thug interrogation uh video, or we wouldn't know about him sitting down. This shit came later. Think about how long ago that Lil Wayne bus shooting was. But that tape ain't come out until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like it might be a lot of motherfuckers that sat down and told some shit, but we'll never hear about it. Unless it's, I think Atlanta, I think what would you call it? Not the law enforcement, but the prosecution office, they have it out for rappers. So I believe that's who's leaking all this shit. The phone calls, the gun in the courtroom. Because you got to understand, Atlanta rappers, that's not their bread and butter. They have businessmen, doctors, lawyers. Like, we got plenty of successful people that's not rappers. In a lot of these cities, rappers are their bread and butter. So they're going to protect their name by all means. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why this shit just imploded like that in Atlanta. But the shit looking crazy right now, man. And this interview didn't make it any better. I understand why Bank took for one, he got paid. And for two, he knew what the numbers was going. What's the numbers on this shit right now? How many? What you think? Because the bitch did like $1 million in like 3 days, 2 days. Yeah, in like 2 days. What you think the number's sitting at right now? You there? Yo, yo, yo. You hear me? Yo, yo, yo. You hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on right now?
Can you hear me?
I hear you fine now. You couldn't hear me that whole time?
All right. Yeah, yeah, I heard you.
Oh, I couldn't hear shit you fucking said.
Damn.
I was saying, what you think that where this shit at right now?
With what?
Number. So you didn't hear me. I'm saying
Oh,
what?
you talking about the video. Yeah, remember I was saying that shit like that Cat Williams and Club Shay Shay interview. You know what I mean? That shit
Mm-hmm.
numbers out the gate. What Larry June say?
And
Numbers.
numbers. I think that's what Bank knew though. before sitting down with him, because he said he was battling with himself, like, man, I ain't about to sit down with this fuck nigga. I ain't. Da, 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 da. But then his part of his brain, like, nah, nigga, this is business. For one, he paying you. We don't know what he paid him, but we know he paid Kodak $1 million to do a verse for him.
Yeah.
So, and we know he probably paid a significant amount of money because he used this as a catapult for his own channel or YouTube channel or whatever you want to call it, platform, whatever, or streaming platform. Because he had that shit on the screen. I forgot what it said. Facts? No, what was? I forget what 6ix9ine shit was.
He had 1-4.
Yeah, I got it
in
pulled
9
up.
days.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I thought it would be more than that by now because it already hit 1 million in like the first few days. So I guess people lost interest in it, you know.
But that's just this stream. You know what I mean? That's just this particular site on YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't, you still have the sites with the audio and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Facts. But anyway, just to close this out, man, I think I want to know how the Atlanta artists feel about this interview. Like 21.
And I'm gonna say this: I ain't gonna group in the whole Atlanta, but it is a lot of questionable individuals. It's more the individuals. I ain't never been the one to like bank the whole city in. I mean, group the whole city in with the actions of a few.
Right.
Even though they scream out the city name and all of that, it ain't the city. It's those individuals and those particular groups. So I don't know about the Ratlanta thing. But yeah, it's a lot recently being put on display, and maybe be more in other cities as well. We just haven't caught on to them yet,
or just haven't been exposed. That's why I said I think that's what happened in Atlanta. These motherfuckers just had it out for these rappers, man. But
well, and they just got it out for Atlanta, period.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta been on top for
too long.
About what, 15?
Nigga, what's that? Was that on the pod? No, longer than 15. Was that on the pod? Then we break down that Atlanta has been on top of hip hop longer than New York had hip hop on lock.
Yeah, definitely.
And we went back to the beginning, but Atlanta still outdid that because I think we started their run at what? I want to say Outkast, but can we really say that if it's just one group? It for sure was in it was for sure
Pastor Troy.
When the crunk era hit, it was from that point.
Yeah, but you gotta think, you from Outkast to Goody Mob to Pastor Troy, all of them start ushering that shit in. And it just went up from there.
And I did the math, and I think Atlanta got New York beat by like a year now.
Yeah.
So
the South got something to say. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
So they just waiting.
It ain't been the same since that motherfucking speech.
Facts. And New Yorkers hate when you bring that up. They're like, man, that's the first thing y'all want to say is when he said the South got something to say. But that was pivotal for the South. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I understood 3K's feelings at that moment. Like, nah, y'all niggas don't even respect us, dog. We up here and we just won an award in y'all city. You know what I mean? And y'all don't even respect this shit. So I get it. So
For that, we'll
yeah,
show you.
I do hope Big Bang bounce back with a good like a good run of interviews, man, to kind of cleanse
Well,
this shit up off his name.
this will open the door for other individuals to come on this platform, because now what he's created is sort of a safe space. You know what I mean? Where
Facts.
artists don't feel like they just gonna get on the show and be attacked, you know, or they just gonna be regurgitating the bullshit rumors and shit that the motherfucker heard.
Yeah, that's
So
real.
I think it'll catapult some shit. You know,
Hopefully so.
he's gonna have to deal with, you know, a few issues pertaining to it, but shit, you know, we got to deal with issues
He-
all the motherfucking time. That nigga done
but
dealt with other. That nigga
he
done dealt
really,
with real shit out, you know, from,
for
you know,
sure.
you know his background. You know what I mean? So
But
you know this shit ain't, you know, he just, this a different realm for him. So you know it's some new shit. You know
I
you
will say, judging off the 2 interviews I seen post that interview, that nigga ain't losing no sleep over this shit.
no,
That
why
nigga
would
ain't
he?
losing 1 wink of sleep over this shit. Like, that nigga fine, you
Why,
know what I'm saying?
why would he and why should he?
Right. I wonder if he got any new interviews up, but we ain't gotta stay on this, man. We get to the next thing. Where we trying to go next? I think we should talk about this roast. Did you get a chance to catch it?
I ain't finished that motherfucker either, but I seen a lot of different shit that I just didn't like. I don't really fuck with the roast. You know what I
Me
mean?
neither.
Especially when they, you know, it's black actors or comedians or artists involved. You know, it's always some coonery and buffoonery that gotta go on, and you know, niggas is all kind of monkeys and gorillas and apes and all type of bullshit. This is the moment where we do the humiliation ritual, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to be part of the circle. Hey, you got to come up here and let us just dog you. And see, this was something that I was thinking about as well. So think about the disc culture and how that is. You got disc culture, um, you have cancel culture, and what else is it? Roast culture.
Mm-hmm.
So we living in an era where these three particular things are the main hottest shit. You know, we talking about cancel culture. At any moment, we can go back to, like, say, the baby or Kevin Hart. Because you know he was allegedly, you know, canceled for saying certain shit. You know what I mean? Lost
Was he
certain deals.
though? Was
No,
he
no, I'm saying
canceled though?
he not canceled. No, I'm saying that's why I said he lost certain deals and shit like that, but he got back in line. You know, hey man, let me go. Remember, he doubled back on that shit and went through the whole little apology shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then you got the disc culture where we dealing with now. You know, you got fucking Jay-Z talking about, man, we shouldn't be out here. You know,
And we're gonna circle back to Jay in
come
our later
on, bro.
topic. We're gonna circle back to
After
Jay.
you did, you know, skeeted on somebody baby car seat,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Niggas is taking it too far now, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But with this shit, man, you know, I ain't really into that shit. So, you know, in the end, it puts you in the mind state of, man, look at us up here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at us, bro. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And the only real moment you got without all the bullshit was the Cat Williams point. You know what I mean?
I mean,
And
I
and
got
you
something
know
on
it's
that as well. I
and
got
you
something
know
on
it's
that.
some and you know it's some shit with them when they like, yo, you gonna come and hey, we inviting you because we know you don't like him and he don't really fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can say whatever because it's the roast and he got to sit here and take it
Mm-hmm.
because this is part of the humiliation ritual. That's just my perspective. You know, I don't. It ain't something I'm saying. Hey, y'all go do this and say this and none of that shit. It's my perspective.
I mean, it's a respectable perspective because I did cringe at a lot of the jokes that were being thrown around, and
I was like,
especially,
nigga, Mike. Oh, you was Michael Jackson's hanging from Michael Jackson's back and it. What? We know who that was. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
Like, nigga, man, this shit. I understand a little short jokes and shit like that. They can't wait to get on there and put you in the position of nigger, coon, whatever, how fucking black you is. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
We know that hate, but we love this shit. You know what I mean? Man, this shit so lovely. Look at that, man. Look at how it shine in the light. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, how it just, you know,
I mean, but that ain't no question. We know this shit beautiful. If never before at this point in time, we're realizing how beautiful black is. But what I would say, let me get my piece on the roast. Um,
yeah, go
I
on here,
did
get off.
I did, like I said, it was a lot of cringy moments, man. It was like, but in the same sense, I will say I cringe at a lot of roast. It's like, even if it ain't no racist shit, or let me rephrase that. Even if it ain't no racist shit
Man, they
towards
get to
black,
some weird shit because they, be on
they do so.
the
They
PDF
talk.
file stuff.
Yeah, check me out. They told a line, and it's like, even I cringed at a Charlie Kirk fucking joke. Yeah, and Charlie Kirk means nothing to me, but it's like, damn, that man dead, bro. And y'all like, it's like certain lines I feel like shouldn't be crossed. And all them motherfuckers was being crossed at, at any roast. It ain't just Kevin Hart roast, but but I will say that I expected that. I know how these roasts go. I was
Mhm.
looking at the funny AF, the competition. Are you familiar? It's a competition. You probably ain't, but on Netflix,
I
it's a
just yeah, I was finna say I just seen it on Netflix. I didn't watch it yet, but I was going to watch it.
yeah. So it's a competition of up and coming comedians or whatever. You got some vets in there, you got some new people, but they're competing to get a Netflix
Yeah.
special, which
Yeah.
is the new HBO, or what was all this comedy specials on?
Man, because Netflix has trumped out for as all this
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, for sure.
you
But
know.
anyway, they were in a competition for that, but one of the segments, if for lack of better terms, they had to roast Marshawn Lynch. You know what I'm saying? But they coaching them up like, hey, uh Nikki Glazer was like basically saying she's like the master roaster, like she's like the new one. And she was telling the comedians like, you're supposed to say stuff that you usually could never get away with saying. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that's what roasting is about. So with that said, I already knew, even before I heard her say that, I already knew how to roast rock. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched the Tom Brady roast because it's just, I ain't got time for that cringy shit. But this was such a cultural moment that I said I gotta at least check it out. So you know what I'm saying? I checked it out.
What made it cultural?
That is Kevin Hart.
So I mean, you mean cultural as in this is
Black
what's
culture,
moving the black culture forward?
not forward. That I'm not talking a literal sense of culture, but we know what we mean when we say culture. You know what I'm saying? It's uh anything to do with the word before
Now remember,
culture.
culture is your name. So
That's
you
why
know
I'm
it's
breaking
just
it
part
down.
of
That's what I'm breaking
is
it
it
down because I know what culture
is
is.
this
I'm
part
talking
of
about
culture?
all the way to a scientific term. I
Yeah.
know what culture is. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps uh grow something or create something. It needs
Hmm.
culture. You dig what I'm saying? I know this for a fact, but that's why I said specifically we know what we as a community mean when we say culture. We're saying
Hey man, the
anything to
word is
do.
pacifically.
All right, man. All right, man. But anyway, that's why I had to tune in. And with all of that said, I actually enjoyed the roast. A few highlights for me, of course, the Cat Williams. Even though,
You said you had something on that.
yeah, that's what I'm about to get into.
Yeah.
Even though I kind of feel like that shit was forced. I don't feel like Cat Williams wanted to be there. He didn't
No.
look like he wanted to be there. He didn't look like he wanted to end his beef with Kevin, although they said they've been talking for over a year now. Like they been squashed their beef. It looked like he was brought to tears at the end of it. It just looked sad. It's like, damn, Cat, what the fuck do they have on
Well,
you? What, like, how did they make you do this? Because you didn't want to do this. So how did they convince you? Like, what did they promise you like a big Netflix deal? Like, what
you gotta
was it
remember
that got you
sometimes
in
it
that
ain't
building?
promises. Sometimes it ain't promises.
All right, talk to me.
Sometimes it could be threats.
Mm, okay.
Remember, we don't know what everybody has going on out there and what these people have over them
Mm-hmm.
to make them do certain things. Now it's there that's just been the history. They'll come in and act as if they're politely asking you to, would you want to or would you like to,
Mm-hmm.
using those words,
Mm-hmm.
trying to push suggestions that it's coming more from you than from them, or they can force the situation. Like, nah, you're going to do this because this is what that's what Cat Williams was speaking on, with him. This motherfucker only got one rule, and that's to not say no. You can't
Right.
say the N word. And that's really the story and case for a lot of 'em. But we just don't get that on a public note. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's what I took from that interaction. I was like, that shit didn't. And then, oh, see, you ain't see all the way through. So you didn't see Kevin Hart rebuttal to Cat Williams, but I still, with that said, I thought that was a dope fucking moment seeing them together. And
What was one of the rebuttals? You remember?
he was just going in like I forget what Cat Williams said about his, Cat Williams said every movie that Kevin Hart had,
He had turned down.
he had turned down. And then Kevin Hart was like, okay, if you had if you were presenting every movie I was in, you telling me you turned that down to be in, what was the movie? To be in First Sunday. He was just running down all the Cat Williams movies like, nigga, what is the saying? That's the pot calling the kettle black. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
your movies ain't like
Nah,
prolific,
they
like,
ain't
you know,
nah at
like,
all.
so who are you to like, oh, the movies he was in, oh, I turned them down. You know what I'm saying? But he had a few. But anyway, we don't want to be on this too long.
But it may also be, certain creative control within the aspect of the actor's role,
Mm-hmm.
and not just, hey, you gonna say these lines and then that's it.
Right. But just to finish up my highlights, I loved the Cat William moments. I loved Regina Hall. Did you see that one?
Nah.
Oh man, she killed that shit. She was acting as a median, communicating with Kevin's deceased mom, but she did it in a hilarious fucking way. Like, she basically was roasting Kevin Hart via his mom. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, your mom said da 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 da, just roasting a nigga. You know what I'm saying? The shit was fucking hilarious. I like what The Rock did at the end of that motherfucker. He was in that bitch sauced up, going crazy in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
that's just a few of my highlights from it. But I have no real problem with the roast because I know what it is. But I understand people that have a problem with the roast because of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But where we going next?
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with it either. Shit, I just don't fuck with them like that. Like, that
Yeah.
ain't my source of entertainment, so to say. We all pick what we want to
Hmm.
ingest. It's just like
I
the
mean,
food.
usually it ain't mine. I believe before this, the last roast I probably seen was probably on like Comedy Central, like a long time ago. Like, I don't. It's too cringy for me, dog. It's too cringy. But what we feeling like next, man? We just gonna keep going down the list.
Since we talking about how individuals got to deal with certain levels of racism and shit, you pick up what I'm putting down. Yes, sir. We can dive on into Chud the
Chud the
Builder.
Builder
Oh
with the
man,
with
goddamn,
the
brother.
Pringles man mustache. Chud the fucking
Yeah.
Builder, man. This guy here, man, been rage baiting, having a uh internet in an uproar with all the trolling shit he's been doing, like going around calling calling black folks nigger, talking about that chimping out, and he just go around trying to get a black person to go. But he also say, yeah, um, Tennessee is an open carry state. I got mine on me, so if it go there, I'm gonna shoot you. Just saying all this crazy shit, dog. Like, bro out there really trolling motherfuckers. But one day he came across his match, or should I say matches, because there was a few of them out there that was ready to go there with him. And he ended up pulling his Karen card, pulling his white card, and calling the police. He ain't let nothing blow. He ain't physically get into it with nobody. As soon as it started getting up there, he called the police. And then you know the Karen mode. They're dangerous. Oh, I think he got a gun. Y'all got to get here fast. Weaponizing the police, but it ain't quite go how he expected it to go. And even the cops got there and say, "Nigga, you bugging out here. Like, you're bringing this on." And also, before we really get into this topic, this one guy contacted a lawyer and was saying, "Okay, if this guy that's going around antagonizing black people, if he ends up getting into it with someone and he shoots them and kills them even worse, does he get off scot-free? And the answer was like, no, because he was the aggressor in that situation. So he, in fact, would be in the wrong. And since then, he's been arrested twice. I haven't checked up for the last few days, 4 or 5 days. But as of then, he was arrested at the very least twice. And the second time, I believe, was the FBI. They're doing an investigation on him, seeing if he's a part of a actual group, and pretty much what the fuck is going on behind all of this shit. Like what my man got going on. Uh, where are you on this Chud the Builder story?
I I thought he got I thought I seen a video with him being in court for attempted murder.
See, I didn't see that one. That might be newer. That's why I said the last I seen on this whole situation was like 5 days ago.
Yeah,
So
somebody
anything in this
was
last 5 days, I wouldn't know.
let me pull this shit up real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm right
because
there with you.
Chud the Builder shooting. Shit, he facing 60
Okay,
years.
here we go. The courthouse shooting, the incident on May 13th, 2026. A physical altercation escalated into gunfire outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee. The victim, authorities state, Etherly, Eatherly. I don't even know I never heard of that. Shot Joshua Fox, a disabled black military veteran and father of
That's
three, hitting
that's
him
Chud. That's
multiple times.
his state name.
Yeah, I just don't know how to pronounce that shit. I never seen that name before. I never heard of that name before. The injuries, both Etherly and Fox sustained gunshot wounds during the altercation and were hospitalized in stable condition. Criminal charges. Etherly, I hate saying his name because I know I ain't saying it right, is charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment. So this was May 13th. So this was 6 days ago. So this is even after what I seen going on with the wow.
Yeah, so it's look like he gonna be
So
hanging out with
boom,
look like he gonna
go
be
back.
hanging with the chimps.
So chimping out and shit. But go back to what I was just saying with the lawyer, the guy calling the lawyer. This is before this.
Yeah.
And she was saying how no, if he's the one going around antagonizing people and he shoots somebody, he's in the wrong. So it looked like we're going to see this play out.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what happened,
He got
right?
he got a 1.25 million
So
dollar bond,
so
bro.
that's what I was saying. He got to go fund me out right now. Okay. Yep, to 1.25 million bond. So that's what, 125,000.
Go get y'all boy.
Mm,
It's y'all
damn, that's
representative
crazy.
now.
That's crazy. And he was charged. Yeah, he was charged with attempted murder.
Yeah. Go get y'all boy, man.
Damn.
Y'all been all rooting for him and all of this shit.
But who been rooting for him? I ain't seen nobody rooting for this man.
You know, it's the factors and folks that's like him.
Yeah, but even them, okay, Nick Fuentes or something like that, he's a huge like right winger or left winger. I don't even know which wing is what, but he is considered a very racist motherfucker. you know, and he actually spoke out on this before the attempted murder shit. So, but he commented on this whole Chud the Builder shit, and he was like, he don't like that this dude going around and fucking messing with people. That's not cool. Why would you do that? Why would you antagonize folks? You know what I'm saying? And then Chud was
Because
like,
it's rage baiting. That's all it is, bro.
yeah, but then Chud, he responded like, man, you would think that I get a pat on the back. You would think people like, good job, Chud. But even that community ain't with this shit. They like, what the fuck are you doing? So he
That's
doing all that to get
that's in the public eye.
no. I think they feel like it's one thing to be racist, and then it's one thing to just be going looking for trouble. Real racists, they're not doing that because they don't even want to breathe. They don't want to breathe nigger air. They're not doing that. They're staying far away from niggas. This nigga is going to them and tagging them. I'm not talking about the few that maybe I got him wrong because I'm talking
Bro,
about racists. Maybe
what
you're looking
what
at
part of
motherfuckers that
Tennessee was he in?
Clarksville. That's probably like an hour northwest of Nashville.
So is he going to the hoods in Nashville or is he out there in Clarksville?
Both hoods. He's just in
Huh?
he's not going to nobody hood. He's just going to public settings where, you know, black people, you know, it's a public
So
setting. You're
listen,
gonna see everything.
we got black people, we got African Americans, and then we got niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is he around?
Probably African Americans and niggas and black people, all of them. I think this last encounter when the encounter I seen, oh, them
Nigga
was
moment.
niggas. Oh, they was niggas.
It's a nigga
And they
moment.
was with it. Nigga was like, oh, he I was waiting to run into this motherfucker. He claimed he got his, I got mine too. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers be thinking that, hey man, you, your gun is the only motherfucking gun that they made, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, this is a 101. Nah, nigga, everybody got one of them.
He
You
do
know,
all that, woofing, and he just tried this man. Dude look like he ain't fucking with nobody. He just
well,
chilling
that's
like
the thing. That's another thing. That's always been the target aspect when you watch certain history when dealing with them. They always target the individual who's like, oh damn man, why would you the buddy ain't nothing but he's a fucking accountant, you know, he just punch numbers and shit. He don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't
no, but
party,
peak
you
game.
know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I don't think this was quite that. But dude looked like real chill, but he kept antagonizing this man. And dude walked up to him and he seen the gun. He's like, I don't give a fuck about that gun. And he smacked the dude phone out of his hand. That's why he called the police that day. Cause
Yeah.
you see him, he was like, man, I don't give a fuck about that gun. And he smacked the fucking phone out of his hand. And bro picked that bitch up and called 911.
Well,
With the
that's it.
hammer on him. I don't even think bro
Now
had the
what
hammer on him. He just like, nigga, I
now
don't feel nobody but God, nigga. Fuck
now
you, nigga. What's up?
think of the play there. You know, that's the tool that they use in the process of when they're gonna commit one of their little acts. I'm gonna call 911. Hey, this individual is threatening me or whatever. He's got a gun. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
this. So now I have it documented through the dispatch that I have been in an altercation with somebody who may be potentially armed. So they'll believe that I'm defending myself. And yeah, get to the
I don't
scene. Oh,
think
it's
this was
just a
that.
white man.
I don't
But
think
no,
this
no,
was
I'm
that.
just saying that's
No,
just
this what I'm
a
saying.
tactic that's
This
always
what I'm
used.
saying.
Whether you go ahead,
With what you're saying, I understand it, but I don't think that's what Karens do. And yes, he's a Karen for the shit he just pulled. I think Karens, they don't use their own weapon. They're using the police as weapons. So that's why they say, oh, he have a gun. I'm fearing for my life. Get here fast. Because they want the police to come in, guns blazing, and knock him off. What, you can't hear me?
Hey, so I ain't here to mean to cut you off, but this also brings up the perfect, award for this week.
Yes, because Wayne did it in a minute. Talk to me.
You got your man's right here. What
Let me give
what
let me give
more
him
than
applause.
what more can you say? What more level of clout chasing can you get? You know, to the point to where nigga now you facing the goddamn attempted murder charge. You
Let me
looking at
give this
15
man his
on one
flowers.
charge, 60 on another charge, all for some motherfucking views.
You earned this, man. You ain't have to go that hard to get this award. You earned this shit. And I'm so glad that veteran didn't lose his life to this fucking idiot. But you fucking around with a nigga that probably was in them fields. He already probably ain't right. So you coming with this bullshit, nigga, because they said it was a gun fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that man was protecting himself against this fucking idiot. Man, let's move to the next shit with this fucking Pringles can face ass nigga, man. What we got
On to
next,
the
man?
next. On to the next.
I guess we could stay in the law world. Tell me about what's going on with Foogiano, bro.
Man.
I ain't hear about this.
So recently Foogiano was arrested. I believe 3 weeks after his release from his 5-year sentence or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that he was arrested is because he had left the state that he was doing probation in to go down to Georgia to go see his kids. So the question is, was that really worth it?
Mm-mm. It wasn't.
Because
You know
now
you
he's
can't
dealing
leave
with
that
it,
state.
with it.
You know you
Period.
can't leave that state. I
I
understand you
mean,
want to see your seed, and I understand we take chances out here
they
for our
they
kids.
ain't on probation though.
I
Hey, put
mean,
them on a plane, put them in the van, bring them to me. I'm paying
right,
for it all. You know what I
right.
mean? I want to see him.
Unless it was some bullshit like the baby mama was on some fuck
He was
shit.
he was down there. He went down there with her where she was at. So
But that's what
that
I'm
wasn't the
saying.
case.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. But yeah, it's the same thing that I said with Pooh Shiesty. Y'all get this newfound freedom. You would think you would move wisely, but you're not. What is that? Is that age? Is that like just nigga shit?
Nah,
Like, what is that,
that ain't.
bro?
It has nothing to do with age.
So break it down to me. Why would they
That's
do this shit?
just more the decision of I'm going to do what I want to do, and then I'm willing to accept whatever consequences come with it.
But you
You
just
know,
seen doing what you want to do gets you behind bars. You already seen that because you just came out. Both of them. Y'all just came out. So you would think. Because
and
listen, this is what happens. This is what happens a
and
lot.
no matter how many times I get locked up, I'ma still do the same thing. So let me take
But Pete,
you, segue
hold
you.
on, hold on, hold on.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on, hold on. Because I ain't finished with this shit. Usually, I don't know, maybe it's not usually, but you would go to prison, get locked up, and have an epiphany. You would learn something behind that wall. You would say, oh shit, damn. You know what I'm saying? Why was I out there doing that? Why did I do that? That was stupid. That was dumb. You know what? I ain't gonna do no shit like that no more. And you'll come back and you'll be grateful for your freedom and you'll turn a new leaf. Why isn't that happening?
Was that what happened with
Before
you?
before you segue, huh?
What
What is
was
what?
that what happened
Oh,
with
with
you?
me? Huh, that's a good fucking question. The reason why it's complicated because I didn't do anything wrong. I really was behind bars innocently. But I don't think I came back out and was on bullshit. Um Maybe, but then that's when I go back to age. Cause I was what, in my mid 20s or something. So I did come back probably doing the same shit I did, but the only thing is the shit I was doing is, well, I guess technically it landed me in jail. I don't know. I'm fleshing it out in real time, but what's your point on that?
So, like I was saying, I was gonna segue into my particular story because
Okay.
it's sort of similar to his. So I think back in 2003, I ended up getting a violation and had to go back and finish part of the sentence that I had. I had from the violation that I had, the original case that I had ate up the small time that I had, so I just had to go back as far as dealing with the violation.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went back, and the whole thing was go through a little program, whatever, whatever, and then if you complete the program, do all this other little shit, far as like life skills and all of that other little courses and classes, thinking for change, anger management. Um, they have like different little courses. They want you to go through all of these things,
Mm-hmm.
and once you complete that, then and you complete the program, you pass all the drug tests that they have because you're gonna get monthly drug tests and all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you pass the little group sets, then you go ahead and get out. So for me, I went in, boom, did all of that little shit. 2004, boom, I got out. And during this period, as this is when I'm back out now. When I originally got locked up, I just started really making a little noise as far as dealing with the music. Before I got locked up, I had ended up, and this was when they was just coming out, Nappy Roots. So I ended up opening up for them like before I got locked up, and this was like
Mm-hmm.
2002 ish.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ended up getting locked up in 2003. So, and then 2004 is when I came home. So, I came out kicking up the momentum again, and I was dealing with, and I ended up getting to the point to where, I'd opened up for Mike Jones and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
And this was when he was at his little high point. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through that. Then I end up meeting, for us, back when I stayed in Sacramento, it was all local artists, you know what I mean? But on the mainstream, him as a SIBO, you know what I'm saying? So ended up bumping into him, having conversations with him about some things. I was like, oh man, damn, a nigga on a mo, because I seen bumped into him through, like, my brother and them do live bands and stuff. So it's in a live band, and so with the live band, sometimes they have points where they let rappers come up and go ahead and do their thing with the live instruments. And so I got up there and I did my thing, and he had sent somebody down to call us up to the little section of where he was at. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I just say we just had a little conversation, but to get past all of that, I was having a momentum of all right, I'm making some segue, but I'm not reporting in the probation and shit. I'm fucking smoking, drinking, not where I'm supposed to be. Fuck the little job shit, you know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
think I was out probably about 3 months, bruh. and ended up getting locked up. And the cold part about this shit is I ain't never fucking went through a reception center so motherfucking fast, bro. They sent me through that reception center so fast and back to the same prison I just left.
Mm.
One cell over from the same cell I just left. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So when you like, man, how do niggas go and fucking not
But
don't
look,
have
let me
no
stop you. Let
epiphany?
me stop you right there
Yeah.
because I want to slow it down. During that 3 months, where was your mind at? Was it like veering off of okay, I'm walking the right path,
Oh, I
and
wasn't
did it
on no
veer
walk the right
over?
path.
Hold on. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
But
it was that
the
shit's out the
second
window.
option I was about to say is, or was it on? I'm doing this music shit kind of popping. You living the lifestyle. You dig what I'm saying? Was it more so that?
Nah, it was, I just wasn't on that shit. I
So
didn't
what
have
were
no
you on?
motherfucking plan. I didn't have no plans on, oh man, I'm gonna get out, do the right thing with this. I already
Okay.
understood what it was.
So okay, so we go back to what I'm saying when I say a nigga have that epiphany or whatever in prison. You know what I'm saying? And I took it back. I said maybe it ain't most people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Mm-mm.
it's just certain ones. You dig what I'm saying? So that's
Now sometimes you just hit a point
oh,
where
you
you
know
just
what?
get
So
tired
that's
of
why
the
you
shit.
asked me, is that what happened with me?
Yeah,
Okay, got you. Copy. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Because for
Because it didn't
me,
happen to
it
you is
wasn't.
basically what you're
Nah,
saying. Yeah.
yeah, nah. It wasn't no. I understood the the life that I was living and what came with it. Again, listen, for me, bro, I was 28 or 29 when I first got my license.
Mhm.
Other than that, nigga, I mean, driving state to state, you know what I mean? Cali and back, all of this shit, fucking up to Jersey and all of this shit with no fucking license, and
Okay, so
no insurance, no just,
with
hey,
your
I'm
with your
grabbing cars and all of this shit, rolling, like, but it wasn't no like, fuck, I don't care.
with your today brain, would you say that was just pure stupidity?
Nah, I ain't gonna say stupidity.
What
I
would you
made a
call it?
choice. I made a choice
Was it
with
a
the
stupid
lifestyle.
choice?
Nah. It was the choice that I wanted, of the things that I wanted to do then. We can't say, because I can't say for me then it was the right choice. And there is
I'm not
no
talking about then. I'm talking about
but
right
me
now
now, even me
in your
now,
today
that was
brain.
that
Would you
was
look
that
back on
was
that and be like, damn, I could have moved a little fucking different?
well, we all think we could have moved differently, but
That's all I'm
for
asking.
me, it was nah. I still would have made the same motherfucking choices, because I wouldn't be able to have the
Be the
perspective that
person
I
that
have
you is
now
today
if I
if
go
you didn't
back and
do what you
change that shit. You know what I mean?
I hear niggas
It's
say that, but I,
it's
I like the person I
some
am
some some
today.
lessons, some lessons you have to go through the actual experience to be able to guide individuals away from. You know what I mean? In the future, so sometimes it
Okay,
ain't even
so
your job
boom.
to.
Wait. Let's stay right there where you at.
Yeah,
You have to go through what you went through to guide people to do what differently, right?
yeah.
Okay, so that means that you feel like the way you was moving did not make sense. You shouldn't have did that. That that speaks to that right there. Because you wouldn't give a fuck about guiding somebody differently if you believe that what you did was the right thing.
No, for me now, my whole
Which
thing
which
was
was my question. Today you.
my my today me for me now is looking on that individual didn't have the guidance, but as me stepping in now, I could be the one to provide and help and assist with the guidance.
Mhm.
I didn't have motherfuckers to be like, hey yo man, this ain't what's right, what's wrong, this, that, there, and other. So my moral compass fluctuated. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
It wasn't no set, man. I'm not gonna do this, and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do in the moment, whenever it's whatever, and then we just living. Period. You know,
mhm.
this shit ain't promised. Niggas seen motherfuckers. You gotta remember, I came up in the 90s where the statistics was motherfuckers would be dead by 16 to 17. And for
Mhm.
me, I wasn't about to die or anything like that, but I ended up getting locked up at 15. You know what I'm saying? So we all know the standards when you dealing with the streets, and what's the quota. You either gonna go to jail,
Dead or in jail. That's the only two
and so I
options.
ended up in jail
That
like
ain't
a
the only
young
two
guy.
options. It's a small percentage that
Well,
make it
it's
out
more
that
options,
bitch.
but for those who chose to live a certain lifestyle,
I'm saying
you
that's
have to you have
lifestyle.
to accept all of these choices.
We all
Like for you, it probably wasn't on there because you didn't decide to live a certain lifestyle,
yeah, but
and
I
so
had
the
that was a
perspective would be
choice.
different.
That
Yeah.
was a choice though, because where I grew up, the neighborhood I grew up, the people I was surrounded by, you know what I'm saying? I could have easily just went that route. Easily. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But when you realize like, yeah, I don't think that's my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good on that. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's what make individuals just that, individuals. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock anybody that does do. I'm more so concerned with, okay, what was the message? What was the lesson? What, like, that's why I'm asking you your today, because I'm like, what are we learning out of this shit? Because if you ain't learning nothing, you might as well be a potato. You might as well be a fucking orange or something. You might as well be a fucking bear or a fucking dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we are humans, and that gives us the possibility of learning and evolving.
And so for
You know what I'm
me,
saying?
it's understanding, beginning to understand self, and beginning to educate self. Because a
Hmm.
lot of the times the individuals that's out here doing these things really aren't educated, and really don't
Right.
have, again, that particular guidance.
But yeah, I'm glad you
We're
said that,
in.
the guidance part, because I was just about to say I'm sorry to cut your wisdom. But I think that is, and it's by design, by the way, that we don't have that guidance. We don't have those male figures in our life. We're not put in the best uh environments. We're not, it is built, all this shit is built for us to fail. That's why I can't sit here and chastise any one of these people. You, Foogiano, our next topic, like I can't, I'm not judging anyone. I'm
Mhm.
more so concerned with what are we learning out of this, and how can we flip this shit? You know what I'm saying? And go a different way. I just feel like with Foogiano, I understand I admire your love for your kids and wanting to see your kids, because that's something, that's probably his motivation. That's something we ain't grow up with. I ain't
Yeah.
have my dad. You dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's something
I
we
ain't
ain't
either.
grow up with. And I'm pretty sure he probably did. I can't say I'm pretty sure, but I could guess that he hasn't. Because you know what that make us do? Now we want to go hard to be in our kids' life. You dig what I'm saying? Some of us follow the steps of our fathers, but the majority, I'm confident in saying the majority of us, we going out, all out for our kids and want to be in our kids' life. So I can understand that, and I don't blame him for that. But with same way I said with Pooh Shiesty, with you being able to have this bright future, and you still do things like this, is hindering it. Because now, what if you was on if you was on papers, you potentially is about to have to do some fucking finish your sentence, or
Oh yeah, he got to go back.
you know. So it's like, bruh, what did I get you? What did I get you? So it's like sometimes we gotta analyze our fucking decisions, bro. That's just that. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep this conversation going. I'm just gonna switch. First of all, salute Foogiano, man. I hope you make it out to being you dog, and I hope you have a better perspective when you come out. And you man, best of wishes to you, bro. But we have more of the same with my man Kodak Black. But I'm not hip to this. What's going on with Kodak?
I think it was some driving shit
Okay.
that he had got caught up on. It was some basic shit, man. It wasn't a major, but it's just like these little shit that you overlooking, these little small things that
Hold
as we
on.
speaking on, yeah.
Because we was just talking about your situations, and one thing
Yeah,
I
I was.
know, you got a situation with driving shit.
Oh hell yeah! That's why I was just telling you about me. For again, I was what 28, yeah, 28 when
Mhm,
I first got my license. Because
mhm,
I like for me again, I was like, nigga, I don't need no like I know how to drive. Period. So me having a license really don't constitute to nothing.
mhm,
Unless I want to be part of the game and start playing the game. And eventually a nigga had to go ahead and play the game because you don't want to be repeating the same cycle over and over again. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Especially when you know that you can correct certain steps and understand that what draws attention to you and what doesn't. And what's bringing harm to you and what isn't. And sometimes we overlook certain things. We choose to believe certain things that's in our head, what I mean, that we have made up. The imagination is a motherfucking, it's powerful,
ooh-wee,
you
yeah, it
know.
is.
You know, uh grandiose thoughts, you know what I mean? Like we above certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that plays a big role and part in the psyche. Because remember we dealing with the psych when we dealing with individuals like myself and maybe Kodak and Fool, you know, um,
And me, I ain't excluded.
who have chosen to, live a certain life and willing to accept whatever comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and each individual, if you watch, they all go through their little changes. We all do. It's just evolution. Then that's what I say. I can't look back and say, oh no, I wouldn't. Nah, because it wasn't. If it wasn't meant to be, it wouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now in those situations when things is going on is where you learn where the lessons is at. You can pick up lessons along the way. You put in certain places to get certain lessons that you may not have been able to have access to if you were in a different spot or in a different circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So what
it was a quick little in and out thing with him, man.
yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
I think he had like a $500 bond, bro. So
Oh yeah, that
you
ain't.
know what I
But
mean.
what I will say, man, and it's more the same from the full conversation is, man, when you have so much like Kodak, if you subtract a lot of these drugs, Kodak could be in such a different fucking level right now, you know. But and then it's who you surround yourself with, man. If you surround yourself with a whole bunch of yes man niggas that ain't just gonna keep it real with you, check you, let you know,
Yeah.
look, you looking crazy out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, will they benefit from that, or will
yes,
they benefit from him in this state?
But this is my thing. Even if you, this is the benefit, bro. It's niggas that'll keep niggas around them just cause they keep it real with them. Even if
Yeah.
even if they got to double back, circle back, like nah, nigga, you tripping. This
But
is what
I'm
I'm doing.
saying
Man, fuck
for
you. Matter of fact, hold on, let me
but I'm
finish the thought. Nigga, you tripping. You can go ahead and get from around me, and then maybe one day they might like hit the nigga up like, dog, that was my bad, nigga. You had it. Like, what I'm saying is the beneficial part of it. You can't be no crab. You can't be no leech. You know what I'm saying? The benefit is you feel good because you doing what's right. You know what I'm saying? That's the benefit. But go ahead.
do it benefit the niggas that's around him if he's in his right state of mind or in the state or not in his right state of mind to where what they
Monetarily
can
when he's
get
not in it.
what they can get from him and what they can get him to do. Everybody. And that's industry execs and all that shit. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. I'm
So,
saying no. It don't benefit them if he got to be in that state of mind. I'm picking up what you putting down. I think I'm looking at the other side of it. Like, nigga, fuck the monetary gain shit.
but
Nigga, you
it's
see
not
this nigga is
it's
fucking
not
breaking down in front of you.
it's not about just those individuals who close and love him that have a hand in shit. You know what I mean? And the play in things. So, again, yeah, the love will be able to save a motherfucker, but right
Oh,
now
so
the
are you insinuating, or if not, I'm adding this to the equation. Do you think these people are being put around him?
everybody got somebody placed around them. I believe. I'll say that,
Everybody, or are we just
that's
talking about?
that's the celebrity.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Not
you
everybody though.
know,
It's a small few that I don't think that could
it's
penetrate.
those that need to be watched, those that need to be controlled. Because remember, this is a game of influence, and you can only get so big, before
Oh, that
something
take us to
happens,
another. Okay, nah, my
before
bad.
something happens, and you end up, being in a situation where a motherfucker gets shot in the foot on some shit. You know what I mean? And you like, God damn, nigga was just on top of the world. Or you can be on top of the motherfucking world and worldwide motherfuckers think you a PDF file because the motherfucker drop a certain song. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But
Damn, I want to
they
say
don't
that so bad.
they control it's certain individuals that control that narrative, because they control these media outlets.
Please remember this whole little soliloquy you putting down right now with our later topic. It's probably gonna be
Yeah.
our last topic, but man, this shit just go hand in hand, bro. The shit go hand in hand. For real, for real.
But yeah, but
But
Kodak home, you know, uh again, hopefully the leeches
do
and
you
the
think it's the
vampires and
drugs,
stuff.
bro?
Yeah, but
Like
think
real
about it.
talk.
It's it ain't like he running around going to go get the drugs. You know what I'm saying?
He's demanding them bitches though.
And
Go
then
get
it's
me my
motherfuckers
fix, nigga.
it's motherfuckers that's going to go get them. But you don't know remember, we don't
Oh,
know
you
what's
know what?
what.
You know what's crazy? That just landed us right into crazy motherfucking not segue, but so his artist, you familiar with his artist Jack Boy? Well,
Yeah,
his former artist.
former
You know,
artists.
oh, that remind me of another thing when we was talking about the greatest diss tracks. We failed to mention Super Gremlin.
Gremlin.
That's up there, nigga. That's top 10.
Hmm.
That shit was a hit. But anyway, Jack Boy is the one he was dissing in that song. But
Yeah, I know.
He was in Jack Boy was on Big Facts. You know, that's Big Bank podcast
Yeah.
with DJ Scream and damn, what's the young lady name? I forget her name. Fuck. That's crazy. But anyway, he was on there and then Big Bank asked him, he was like, do you think this nigga ain't got nobody around him to keep him in check? It's going right into, you know, what we was just talking about. And he was like, nah. He said, I was that nigga. He said, yeah, we was getting fucked up. We was on drugs and shit. But when a nigga was doing some fucked up shit, I would check him. You dig what I'm saying? I'd be that nigga that check him. But them other niggas, they ain't checking them. You know what I'm saying? And then he started being introspective, like, damn, I even remember like some of them cats, they'll treat me the same way. But then he realized, like, nah, y'all ain't got my best interest at heart, nigga. Y'all just letting me go with anything. I'm probably tripping and y'all ain't checking me on it. You know what I'm saying? So he's even admitting that Kodak ain't got them people around him. We talking about a nigga that was pardoned by the president, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, bro, let's get some people around Yak, bro. Let's get some people around him. And I really fuck with Yak. Well, you know, me and my brother, like, nigga, we heavy on Yak, bro.
Yeah,
and if niggas really listen to that nigga music, the nigga ain't no slouch. That nigga really, he's really prolific with them rhymes, man. But you might get caught up in the whole, you know, Kodak bop and all. Nah, this nigga be talking some shit in the rhymes, bro.
I forgot what was that one where he got the Malcolm X on there?
Yeah, Damn, I know what you're talking about too. Fuck.
That's one of my favorite little joints.
Nah, I got you.
That whole album though.
Yeah, this the red cover. Yeah, Dying to
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
You talking about?
Because
Damn,
he
my
said it
warehouse
right in that song. They ain't know I wasn't
could have been
intellectual.
different. It's one of them, but I don't want to play it because I don't want this shit to get flagged. But yeah, that's the album. That album, fucking painting pictures.
Yeah.
Bro, he had another one too. Oh, back for everything. Bro, this nigga Lil Big Pac. He said he got the name Lil Big Pac for the album from Lil Wayne, Big B.I.G. and fucking Pac.
Yeah.
Nigga is real talented, man, and I hate that it's like just getting wasted away, man. But you know, more power to Kodak, man. But oh shit, and more power to Foogiano. Let's get into one of the last topics.
That nigga just dropped one 10 days ago too.
Mm-hmm.
Time to be free.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check that shit out. But is Cheyanne Bryant a doctor? Or should I say is Dr. Cheyanne Bryant a doctor? Oh, for those that don't know, Dr. Cheyanne Bryant, she's at the moment an unofficial therapist, if you will, a shrink, if you will. And it's just coming out that she doesn't have proof that she actually would achieve the doctorate's degree. And she also is unlicensed and she's also practicing unlicensed, you know, if you will. But so she's getting ran through the ringer right now. People don't believe that she actually have her doctorate's degree. And
Well, she said it. She said it, and she told the story as to why, because the college now doesn't exist anymore,
That's
and
not why
these
she said.
paper.
Hold on. That's not
But
she wasn't admitting that she don't have it. She was explaining why she can't prove she have it. She never said I don't have it. She just was trying to prove why she don't have it.
yeah,
You know, well, don't have the proof. You know what I'm saying? Rather, but go ahead. I just want to make sure we, you
but
know,
that was it. But she literally said that's why. The
yeah.
school doesn't exist anymore, and you can't get the transcripts and the proof of all of the paperwork that's about her doctorate. So,
Did you see how it's? Did you see how it's multiple people coming out saying they went to that same school and they still have access to those documents?
mm,
There's
nah,
people
that's
coming
what
out. There's people
that
coming out like
that
I went to
that's
that
where
same
you yell
school.
out plot twist. Nigga, I was
Yes,
there at look, I was there at ICDC. So ICDC college. Nigga, I
they
was
like
there
yeah.
too. Nigga, I was on the alumni.
They're like yeah. That college did in fact shut down, but the rest of what she's saying is cap because they definitely still have access to those transcripts. And
Mm,
then even further, and Dr. Mark Lamont Hill brought it up where you have a dissertation, bro. For Dr. Let me say this. My mom actually just received her doctorate. And I'm actually going to the graduation in August is her graduation.
mhm.
And she's
Congratulations.
been for sure, salute my dudes. She's been working on that dissertation for the past shit
What,
10
10?
years,
I was
maybe
trying to say. Yeah.
10 years. So it ain't no little shit. And also, a lot of these dissertations are presented um I wouldn't just say online, but they are out there. It's damn near like writing a book. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one thing Dr. Mark Lamont Hill presented is look, if you want to kill all the noise, just release your shit, your dissertation. Release it. Let people read it. Show it. It's not hard to prove that you have your doctorates. You know what I'm saying? Why can't
Man.
you just at least do that? So let's cut to the chase, man. Do you think she got her doctorates? Don't pussyfoot around it. Do you think she got her doctorates?
She already said she don't have them. So,
I said, do you think? No,
so
I
I think
corrected you. She didn't
her,
say she don't have it. I'm telling you, I listened to the clip. She
I
didn't
mean,
say she don't
I'm listening too, but I'm
correct.
listening to what's not being said, but what is being said in a roundabout way. You know what I mean?
So basically, what you're saying is you don't believe what she said, and you don't believe that she has her doctorates. Don't put it in her mouth that she said that.
But listen, that's how insinuation works. You know, that's how the whole thing of insinuation works. She doesn't really have to say that, yes, but I can say, well, I don't have this right there. But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now, me personally, she hasn't produced the paperwork. So no, do I care? No, because it's a lot of motherfuckers that's out here that claim they doctors and throw that DR in front of their shit, and you know,
Those like honorary doctorates degrees.
the so I
Like
think
a lot of people just
people are
get those.
more upset of the fact that they feel scammed to a certain degree,
Who's
which
what? Her patients?
yeah, you know.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
The simple fact that damn, I'm getting this advice from this individual, this, and you're not
Okay,
even
let
that.
me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is it possible to receive some good advice from someone that isn't a
You don't
doctor?
need you don't have to go to these motherfucking schools and get their degrees to be able to sit down and do the things that a therapist would do, a
Mm-hmm.
psychologist would do,
Mm-hmm.
because everything is reading the books and then going through the process of applying it through certain trial and error.
You
Only
lost me
thing you
on
don't
reading the books because I'm thinking, is it somebody that just can have that, I want to say wisdom
well,
or
you have to
just
have certain information, and that certain information comes in those books.
right?
You gotta have that to pull from. Either that or you have somebody that's right there in the know that's feeding you the things that in this role that you're playing, you should be able to say, you know what I mean, of what to regurgitate,
Well,
you
I guess
know.
what I'm asking is it possible for Big Mama that ain't read none of them books, ain't go to college, ain't got her doctorates to give you some good advice on what the fuck you going through?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like some
That's why
people, that
for me
shit
it's like I
is
don't.
just it's just some.
But
I feel like
when you
it
have
could
these
be a
certain
gift.
claims, when you had these certain claims and post that you're one thing and you're not, then now if you was just an
I
individual
could go
saying
for
I'm
that.
Cheyanne Bryant,
Hmm.
and I help individuals who did, then that's you good to go. But
You know, I even had
it's
a
people who feel a certain way about that dr dot. You know what I mean? That's just like if you from a gang, hey man, you ain't really from the set. You know what I mean? You ain't really woo this.
but
You
what I
know what I'm
will say
saying?
is looking at, because my mom been trying to get that shit for like 20 years now. You dig?
Yeah.
So I could see how someone that's been working hard to get that shit for like 20 years, 10 years, hell, 5 years of their life, and a motherfucker that possibly don't have their doctorates and they putting that shit in front of their name. It's like, nah, bro, I work hard to get this DR in front of my name. I worked hard as fuck. I'm sure those people don't even like people with the honorary doctorate degree, like a Shaq or nigga. You didn't do all that work to get no fucking doctorates. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
could see why they would have a problem with that. Do I have a problem with that? I don't give a fuck about what you put in front of your fucking name. I could care less. But can I understand the motherfuckers that do have a problem with it? Yeah, for sure.
True.
And she be having all these. See, she be a hot topic, man, with her takes on men and this and that. And she was just on the Joe Button podcast. I watched that whole shit,
But
and
is she there dealing with other psychologists and doctors and therapists, or is
what
she
it
on
it
there
needs.
with athletes and rappers
Yeah,
and
what we what are we
other
all in the business
podcasters?
of? What are we all in the business of?
So if
I'm
that's
asking you.
why
You
she
hit
can
me
win.
with the question. I'm
This
hitting
is
you
the
with the question.
entertainment business, and
Entertainment.
she is a top entertainer when it comes to that shit.
So you think she's still good? She still got a career after this? Not in
Yeah,
entertainment, in her
you have to
practices.
think about the fact that nigga, she's still out here doing interviews and shit. That
No, I'm
still
saying
pay.
not in
But
entertainment,
no,
in
nah,
practice.
she had. I think she said that she had changed up what the actual name of her services will be. You know,
No, she already changed it. She said she's been practicing without a license for a while now, but the reason that she switched over to that is because to do that she would some shit with insurance. Oh, the person has to have insurance, health insurance for her to be able to see them, which that don't fucking make sense. Yeah, see, she don't even make sense right there. So she said she went to the practicing the unofficial shit because
Well,
she
the
could
health
see more
insurance probably
people.
would come into play because most people probably aren't coming out of pocket for certain fees and shit like that.
No, she said like they can't. Like they have, which I don't believe. If you got cash money and you coming and pay cash money to get, who's turning that down? Like who's saying, "Oh no, he's paying cash. You can't take him, man." Like who's saying that?
Okay,
Or
well,
unless you were saying on a financial level, like in order to get it and you can't afford it, you have to have health insurance. I don't know,
yeah.
bro. I don't know, bro. But more power to her. I do think she still have a future in entertainment. I just don't know about her you know, her career in uh what would you call it in her case? I don't therapy. I don't fucking know. But more power to her, man. You ready to get into this last topic?
Shebang.
Let's get to it, man. If you haven't seen, we did
Shebang.
do a reaction to the Iceman album, the Drake Iceman album. And it's out right now. Make sure you head over to that video, check it out. I will
Yeah, go
warn
check that
you.
out, Cody.
I will warn you. You're gonna have to break it up into chunks because that hoe is 5 hours long.
So what y'all could do is click on the little star if you're watching it on YouTube, and that little star button will pull up the ask question, and all you have to do is ask the AI to break it into segments of where you can see where each topic or each song changes, and you can just pick there. It'll set up your whole list, and it'll give you the what's that, the cue points or whatever,
Hmm.
timestamps.
You
It'll
know,
give you the timestamps.
I was thinking of going in there and putting the timestamps in there for this, going by song. I think I
Yeah.
might still do that because I can't you know, uh revise it. So I might do that. But yeah, man, we checked out the album, we reacted to it. So make sure you head over to that video to get our reaction. But now I guess we're gonna give the Iceman review and cover all the conversation going around, you know, this album and you know the other two. What's the other two? Maid
Maid
of
of Honor
Honor and
and
Habib. What is what
BT.
did we ever figure out what the fuck is behind that name? What is that?
We probably can look it up, maybe.
We should, cause why the fuck did he name that shit that? And that's his R&B album. That's his R&B soul album, which I'm hearing mixed reviews. The reviews about. I have yet to listen to it, and I have yet to listen to Maid of Honor, but I did hear this Iceman a few times, and I guess we're gonna get into a review about it. Um,
So, so the word Habibti is an Arabic term of affection that means my love or my darling when speaking to a woman. It comes from Habib equals beloved slash love. Habibiti equals the feminine form, my beloved to a female. So the name of the
mm,
album is My Beloved to Female. So if this is R&B album, then Habibiti would be
it makes sense.
the perfect name for the
Yeah,
album.
that makes sense. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. But did you get a chance to revisit Iceman?
Yeah, for the most part. listen to it again.
Did you catch any new standouts? Like I caught some more bars, but I'll wait until you
What bars you catch?
well, I caught the Hove bar.
Oh, you
He was
finally caught
like,
that.
which one you talking about? Because it was a few.
He had the old rappers line.
Yep.
It was, and then I know it was another one that it was talking about that having a dinner with him.
Yeah, he said, give me the whatever it is, 50K or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Let me get that.
Fuck. He like,
I
fuck a dinner. It ain't nothing this nigga could teach me.
hey, I think everybody was on that note.
It's this is my response to that bar from Drake. Nigga, they just asked Jay-Z about it, and he said, nigga, if I was you, I would take the money. Like, why would you? He said, I put all the game in my songs.
Like
You
it's
don't have
all
to
there.
have dinner with me. You have all the game. It'd be
You can you
stupid to have a dinner
you
with
can
me.
you can put all this shit on repeat if you really listening to the ones that's out there that's really, trying to say something in code where,
Mhm.
unlike these motherfuckers to this day and age where it ain't a goddamn thing in code. And if they get you the code, then they gonna tell you the code as well. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So eh, eh. Yeah, but I think we all decided, nigga, show me the money. Nigga, we was on Jay
Man,
Squire status.
They escalated that shit to. Would you take? It was like a crazy number, like I don't know, like a couple 100 million, or would you sit down with Jesus or God, one of them, or would you have
I'm gonna take the money, man.
with versus God,
God,
like the
God wanted
creator?
me to
Okay,
have
hold
this.
on,
That's
the
why he put this
creator,
up here.
the
He wanted
creator.
he wanted me to have this.
What if he could have taught teach you how to get 10x that?
No, he gave me this.
All right, all right, but what
He
any
put me in
other?
this position.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Any other new takeaways from the album since the reaction?
I mean, he was kind of getting it at a few people,
Kinda.
you
That
know.
nigga was getting that niggas the whole album.
So what we got? We got Kendrick, we got Cole, we got
Yeah.
Ross,
We didn't stop
Khaled.
on that cold. Oh no, we did. We caught that. Well, you caught that
Yeah.
first quarter. Yeah.
Um,
We
ASAP.
caught the Khaled. We didn't catch the ASAP in real
Um,
time. I'm saying.
the Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Lifestyle references, Pharrell with the jewelry shit,
Uh-huh.
LeBron.
Yeah, the
Um,
23 and Me bar. Did we catch that?
yeah,
I think we. Oh yeah, we did. Yep.
the Dr. Dre shit.
We didn't catch that. Remember, we was trying to figure because I just watched it back today. We was trying to figure out what the fuck that meant. Bring out that
Yeah,
remember, you was like academics, and we was doing
yeah,
all this shit. Oh no, I did mention
but
Dre
take
that he
out
got
the
a pass with women and all of this shit. Yeah,
take
I
out the
did
A and
mention
the K. But if you took out the A and the K in
it'd
Drake,
be
then that
Dre.
would leave Dre. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying
So
I mentioned that during the reaction. I was like,
yeah.
man, Dre does, but we couldn't figure out the connection. But do you
Mm-hmm.
know what the connection is? If you
Mm-mm.
don't, I'll tell you. Did you see the pop out?
Yeah.
Kendrick, the pop out?
Yeah.
Who introed the motherfucking Not Like Us?
Oh shit! Damn. Hey, but that's Compton, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you expect?
But he ain't looking at it like that. He looking at nigga, who was at that show? He got a problem with every motherfucker that was at that show, nigga. Every nigga that was at that show, nigga. If you popped out, nigga, You getting popped on this album, nigga. Everybody.
Any nigga that owes me money, B.
They're dead. They're
Dead.
fucking dead.
Fucking dead, man. They called me a
Damn, and that,
PDF, nigga.
hey, hold on, because that was the last time we seen Money Making Mitch, man. Ain't it? He was out of there after that.
Man.
That was the last scene we seen of Money Making Mitch, man. So hopefully this ain't the last that we. Oh, boom! I'm glad Okay, quick little left turn, and we'll get back to the album. So, and I gotta stop saying Joe Budden damn near every podcast, but
Man.
so
Glaze.
What you said? What you said, nigga?
Glaze.
No, I'm not glazing. I'm not glazing. But he brought up a good point. He said by the end of the album, for one, he felt sorry for Drake, for one. For two, he feared for Drake because everyone that was in his current position, shit happened to. When you're going against the system, things happen. I think we touched on this. Didn't we? Pause. Didn't we?
Yeah.
We were talking about the greats that went against the system and it ain't end too well.
Prince, Mike,
Bill Cosby,
big old Bill, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
I don't know about Jordan and Michael Johnson. You would have to put me on game because I think they made out just fine.
You gotta remember they made it seem like he had HIV. And
well, that was a layup for him because that nigga did great after since then. But what about Michael Jordan? His dad.
And he was the
but now we talking about rumors. I'm talking about more so motherfuckers that lost their life or lost their freedom behind this shit. Like some real cold hard shit happened.
Whitney Houston.
What machine she was going against?
Jimi Hendrix. They all wanted their shit.
It's a difference between wanting your shit and being in a position where you can get your shit.
Now, remember, it don't matter. They have the voice. Remember before Michael was passed, he made his final few little statements before all that "this is it" shit. Which "this is it" was supposed to just be the final little shit. You know what I mean?
But it was also to pay all his debt. I didn't even know Michael Jackson died in debt. Like he was in significant debt.
With the Beatles catalog?
Man, yeah. It's crazy, but yeah.
He got several other individuals' catalogs, bro.
It's so crazy because I'm looking at this cover and I'm like, man, it's Drake giving us signs like, man, shit, something could happen to me. You feel me? So you laughing, bro.
Nigga, this is it.
This nigga, he's going against the machine.
Remember,
because
Mike, This Is It was supposed to be Mike's last little album with whatever his little deal with Sony. Iceman is supposed to be the last little
no, not just Iceman, that whole tripack.
That's what I'm saying. Iceman was supposed to be part of that Habibity and Maid of Honor. Let me drop these motherfuckers. Vroom.
And go the independent route. But remember, in the
right
reaction,
now, just like we talked about Finesse being in that fucking cage he in. You know.
But what I was about to say is
he maybe had to drop an album for each nigga that he was signed to. You know, because he signed to one nigga, that signed to another nigga, that signed to three niggas.
He's throwing it up on the cover. 3.
Man. Hey, so this is what I was thinking about the other day too. I was like, this nigga became the Iceman because Wayne is the fireman.
fireman. Fire. I still think that's a shot. That Three Amigos bar.
Yeah.
Nobody picked up on that though. I really think that was a shot, bro.
Nigga wanted to say that
And I think
he
that,
said he
and
was Steve Martin.
yeah, like why would you have to say that? Like why would you make that?
Well, I mean, he wanted
Like
to
why
pick
would
his
you say
character. He made
we the three amigos
Yeah, and
and
he
I'm
wanna let it be
Steve Martin?
known who it is. Hey man, I'm Steve Martin. I pick my character like we would pick our characters. Nigga, I'm
I
O
guess.
Dog. Nigga, I'm Kane. Nigga, I'm AWAX.
All right, I guess.
You know what I'm
But I
saying?
think that was a shot, and I also still think that could have been Bar was a shot to Drewski. He said if you could have been, you would have been. You know what I
Man,
mean?
Juicy's loyal to him, man. I don't have him
He was,
crying.
he was, he definitely was. But
Yeah.
what
What about
any
what
more?
about his other what about his other little loyal individual? Got his little
Who?
chain.
Oh, we're talking about Big Ack.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. He would cry when he got in the car.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't cry. I didn't watch it. Oh, that's another thing. I wish I would have caught that stream he was doing leading up to the album release on Thursday, man. A lot of people were saying that shit was like amazing. I wish I would have caught that, but that's when academics met up with Drake. This is what I say about that. You owed this nigga that. This was your biggest motherfucking glazer. You owed this nigga that. This is the first time y'all met face to face?
Crazy.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Crazy.
This nigga has been your biggest fucking fan for as long as I can remember, bruh. But another thing I seen pointed out that Drake, and I seen this too. A lot of people feel like he's really in his introspective bag on this album, and I think I tend to agree with them. He is really letting everything out on this album. But
Yeah.
what a lot of people would say with the academic situation is that he had that time to look back and look over things like, damn, this nigga really helped me down, bro. This nigga helped me down even through the battle. You couldn't tell academics that Kendrick won. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Act coming up with all this, nah. You know what I mean? Like, you owe that man that. What you thought about him getting the chain from the Iceman?
Hey
That's
man.
nasty work, event calling him the Iceman. Let's scrub
Hey,
that. Let's scrub
hey. I'm my man was over here like, yeah, what
let's
do you think about him getting this from the Iceman? I'm like, wait,
let's scrub that from the database, man. Let's scrub
bro,
that.
man, you may have to clip that one, bro. Hey, what
God damn.
the Iceman?
That shit sound like nasty work coming off. Pause. I ain't even gonna say it.
Oh man, golly, no, not you. Oh, E2 Brutus, god damn, man, Iceman.
What you think, man?
Oh,
What you think about him getting the chain from Drake, bro? At least I ain't call him the boy.
oh man,
How do
I
you
would have
think
just
about
said
the boy
getting
giving
his,
him a chain?
getting his little OVO chain. That's it. That's all you had to say.
All right, bro. What you think
What
about it,
did he
bro?
get? What did he get? An owl chain or some shit? What was it?
Yeah.
He got the owl chain.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, yeah, bro.
That
He's
bitch was a
somewhere
decent
right
size
now.
too. Pause. That bitch was a decent size.
He's somewhere right now in orgasmic mode.
Yeah, he's still on cloud 9 off of that, bro. That nigga
you ain't
keep
never
looking
gonna
in the
get
mirror. You know how when you get something new, you looking in the
bro.
mirror.
You ain't
I'm
never
real
gonna
like
get
that.
that chain off his neck.
Nah, he gonna have that shit on every fucking day for the rest of his life, nigga. He gonna have that bitch on in the casket, nigga. I think I said that in the reaction. He gonna be wearing that shit in the fucking casket, bro.
Yeah, that's what's man.
Literally over my dead body.
Hey, if you talking about
Damn,
you
that
done
was
made
kind of a
somebody,
bar. That was a bar.
bruh is like, man, if I died today, if I died today, man, this is the best moment in my life. Act.
I do a whole video off of all the niggas that academics think are his friends are really not his friends. And they proven it every chance they get. And this nigga just sitting there like that's when a green ass nigga gets some money and clout. Nigga, you don't even realize real from fake, bruh.
Yeah.
You think he referred to Drake as his friend, nigga. This is the first time y'all met.
Man, he be busy.
Face. And you been for years calling this man your friend.
Yeah, he been busy, bro. He had the interview with the little white girl, laid up in the bed.
Bobby
Yeah. So, he
Agnoff
got
or some shit.
yeah, so he had, he got real interviews and stuff he had to deal with. And then, he been fighting the
What a
Kendrick fan base for the past 2 years.
What'll really be dope is if Drake actually sat down and had an interview with this nigga, man.
Man, if he did a mixtape with him and it say hosted by DJ Academics.
Here we go, man. Now this nigga just he getting tired, man. We done with this. He ready to go to sleep, man. He ready to go night night, man. We done with the Iceman review.
Yeah, yo, coming out with Iceman 2.
Spinning it back. What's your score on the album?
Oh, what was I at? Like a
I can't recall.
2 or 3?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was at like a 3.
You still at a 3?
Yeah, I think I'm still at a 3. There ain't nothing really like standing out to me, but I will say again, the introspective part, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, throughout everything. But also it's like, is it really introspective or outrospective, man? Can we talk about the long list of motherfuckers writers this nigga had for this
Uh
project? This
I
nigga
mean,
had
look, this how it is. Boom. Okay, no, complete that thought. So
my
what came
man's
out with
had
this?
40 writers on this project.
And did we verify
40.
this? Who
It's
verified this and how did they verify it? Is it in the credits on the album?
credits from the album.
Mm, damn.
So let's go over this real quick. Make Them Cry, produced by Manish, Oh Lil Angel, Boy
That's
Yanel.
production though. That's
Yeah, I know.
production.
I'm giving you production, so you can get the difference.
Uh-huh.
Manny Manhattan and Skiez, and now you have written by. Now this is the difference. Boy Yanel, Drake, Manish, Manny Manhattan, Oh Lil Angel, Roger Ridley, and Skiez. That's Make Them Cry. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individuals, including Drake. That's eight individuals for Make Them Cry for the written part.
Right.
Dust, Drake, Boy and L, Gemini Child, Manny Manhattan, Simoar, Hans, and Max Moyes. Man, hey, y'all forgive give a player, man, if we saying y'all names wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Dust. So on Dust, again, One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 individuals. Whisper My Name. You got Drake, Azul, B4U, Ben 10K, Heidi, London Sire, Nick D, and Oz. Now, as you noticing, is different names for each song.
Mm-hmm.
That's track number 3. You got Janice. We slide down to Janice. You got B4U, Bjorn Yitling, Drake, Fanatic, Licky Lee, Rick Nels, Roget Kayed, Zach, and Goodbye Caleb. That's on Janice. Shut the fuck up. You know,
I mean, we ain't got to do the whole album. Yeah,
I
we
was
ain't got
finna
to
say
do the whole album.
as
Because
you can
we
see.
already see it's quite a bit every fucking track. That's crazy.
So, and here we'll get to the point, but I'll do this with the feature fact. So remember we had the one with Future on there, right? So on this written by,
Uh,
you got Drake, Beam, Future, Molly Santana, Skip on the Beat, Smash David, Jack LeMaestro. I don't even know what Massa or Massive, Wheezy, Southside, Des Wright, 9J, B4U, BBY, Kobe, Bezzy, Pyrex. That's all on Randall Atlanta.
that's crazy. I wonder if they all just collaborated together.
But that's go back to a 90s individual's albums or so to say, or 2000s, or just any different little artists. You're not gonna see a fucking whole, basically a track list of writers on your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're not gonna see that on the Method Man shit. You'll see
right.
whoever featured, and you'll see fucking Method Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not gonna see that on some Jay-Z shit. You know,
Hell no.
so
Unless it's like a hook or something. You might get
Wheezy,
one or two.
we can go to his and that's why he chose the Iceman because he wanted to tell Wheezy, yo, I'm your polar opposite. You the fireman, I'm the Iceman.
I'm telling you, the only reason I don't have a problem with that. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. It's been a long fucking weekend. Because I told you he took that Three Amigos shot. So I think internally, if it's not nothing uh outwardly between them two, internally, he definitely have some kind of competition with Lil Wayne, bro. There's
So
something going on there.
uh, speaking of either competition, but what about competition?
Let's get into it.
Man, did you get to listen to that track?
Yeah.
So what you think?
I mean, he obviously took the lines. I mean, it's nothing different from what Jay been doing with Big for years, but he obviously took them lines, and he did have it going for a minute. But some would probably say he's just paying homage, um, by regurgitating that man's lyrics. But I fucked with it. But I put
So
Drake's.
at what point did he say rest in peace, Mac Dre?
He did.
Or give any acknowledgement to Mac Dre that, oh yeah, this is his shit. This come
I
from
mean, Kendra told us he a culture vulture.
so and then it was the whole at this point, you getting all the Oakland shots. Because remember, that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. So he
Oh yeah,
wanna
yeah,
pop
yeah.
out like he
Uh-huh.
wanna show. Oh man, I got the Oakland is with me. You know what I mean? Yank.
Shit, not just that. You caught the bar. What you gonna do when YM is in CA?
Yeah. So
Like the village people.
and then he had this little tune bar. What he'll do if motherfucker, he'll crash out about tune. You know,
Mhm.
he got a tattoo of him. You can't forget that, man.
That nigga wild, man.
Yo, man, why you ain't got no tattoo of me on you, man?
That'll
It's
never happen.
homies. Homies. You know what I'm
That'll
saying?
never happen. I ain't even got my girl name
Hey,
tatted on me yet.
hey, man, that ain't, man. You got people don't understand that type of energy and what it bring when you putting certain stuff on you. Um,
Mhm.
but that's just funny though. Like, nigga, what? uh, If he gone, all right, I understand. Man, that nigga right next to you, bro.
Yeah, you wildin'.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, I'm good, bro.
That nigga wildin' out. That nigga wildin' the fuck out. But anything else from surrounding Drake and Iceman right now?
What else do we get from that, man?
I think that was
I think the
it.
main question is, did Drake ever fully recover culturally from that Kendrick battle? Does it seem
I
like shit?
think he, I think
This
he's on the
whole
right track.
uh shedding some light on things and or just
Cause you gotta think
releasing.
about it. This could have this release could have went way left if he ain't do what he needed to do. If he ain't actually talked about his feelings surrounding this battle.
Man, I thought he already talked about that. And nigga, they both did a whole
When?
album.
No, I'm saying when did Drake
He
talk
spoke
about it?
on everybody during all of those particular little songs when he was
We're
making
not
during the
talking about
battle.
that. We're talking about post battle. Post battle, how do you feel? Post battle, what were you going through these last 2 years? You
Man,
know what I'm
we
saying?
we
And I
ain't got
feel
that
like
from Kendrick.
we
We
didn't
ain't
need it
asked
from
you that,
Kendrick. We
Kendrick.
know he,
Kendrick, man, how you feel after the battle, man? You emotionally when he said this about such and such, did you feel like you should went ahead and go, dude?
but let's not lose my point that Drake really handled this album the right way. He got all of his feelings out. He was very, and I feel like we're overusing it, but he was very introspective on
Introspective,
this
yeah.
album. You dig what I'm saying? I felt like I learned more about
All of
him
them
on
were.
this.
They all collaborated together to
Right.
joint
But
introspective.
oh, that's what I was about to say. As far as the writers, oh yeah, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I can't
Look
stop
like
yawning.
me.
But it's like
Finally got your
it's like
ass. See?
motherfuckers writing a book. They lay out their story. They probably tell it to a real writer, and a writer write the book for them. That's all he doing. Look, I'm going through. So at the end of the day, he's still being introspective. Even if he didn't write it, he did put the writers up on game. Like, look, this is what I'm going through. This is how I feel. Boom, 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 boom. All the points. Write me up some.
You see the OVO sweatshop video?
Nah, you got to send it to
Man. Yeah, you got a dude that he didn't all the team of Drake's team of writers, what they gotta go through.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
yeah. Send me that. Yeah, but that's all we got on Iceman.
Yeah, man. We gave him 5 hours.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo,
I ain't give nobody 5 hours, nigga. The fuck? You gave that man 5 hours.
Hey man, we all did it.
I reacted to hey,
yo,
yo.
what the fuck? Get this nigga, man.
Huh? Oh shit. Hey, hell yeah. Man, that's
You
it,
wildin'.
man.
You wildin', man. What's our word of the week, man?
Man, it come from an old ASAP fable. Aesop fable. Story of a dog and a wolf. I don't know you ever heard that one.
Nah.
So, one day it was this motherfucking wolf. Wolf is basically he ain't ate in a while. I guess it's been a few weeks or whatever. So he looking kind of thin and whatnot. And he come across as he's walking from the forest and stuff, he come across this dog, and the dog is, nice and healthy and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he started talking to him, and the dog was like, "Yeah, man, if you come with me, man, you can eat good and everything, man. You always have a place to sleep and this, that, there, and the other, and you have food every day. You don't ever have to worry whatnot." And the wolf was like, "Shit, yeah, shit, I'm with that." You know what I'm saying? So, as they're walking off, the wolf is sort of lagging behind him, and as he's lagging behind him, he looks over at the dog's neck, right? He looks at the dog neck and he's like, "Hey man, what's that?" And the dog replies, "Hey man, this a collar." So, every night, my master chain me up, whatnot, but I get to be roam free and stuff during the day, whatever. At that point, the wolf just stopped. And the dog was like, "What's up? Why you stop?" He's like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." You know, um, so he was basically like, if that's what it's gonna take for me to have to be able to, get my meals or whatever, I'm good. I can go ahead and get it out here how I've been getting it. It may be some times where, I go without for a little bit, whatever, but hey, at least I ain't chained up. And that 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 ties into this whole thing with, artists being signed to certain labels, and then you have independent artists. Sometimes you have to be the wolf and choose to not go with the dog in the comfort of the home, inside, being well fed and all of these things, instead of being out there hunting for your food. And in those instances, you in those houses, but you thinking you getting a reward and all of that and well treatment, but actually you in prison, you in cage. So I say that to say, man, listen, pay attention to these deals that you getting into, you know, and also for those individuals who, want a certain sense of freedom, hey, choose to be the wolf. Choose to walk the way of the wolf. Cause that collar life ain't it.
Hell no.
Blessings.
Yes,
Blessings.
sir. Yes,
Blessings.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reasonable
Yes,
clout.
sir.
Reasonable clout.
Hey,
We don't need a
we
lot,
don't
just
need
a
a lot.
decent amount. It's
Amount.
reasonable clout. It's
Clout.
reasonable clout. It's reasonable
Y'all
clout.
gotta forgive me towards the end, man. Golly, man. I've been at
It's
it
all
all
right.
for
My man's on his
5 days.
my man's on his weekend at Bernie shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I'm still here, man. We still gonna get it knocked out, man.
We on rest. We on rest in the middle. We rest at the end. And y'all
Sir.
see it right here live on camera. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. I'm still here. I'm still here. You know when them yawns get
that-
to going, you can't
ain't-
stop them hoes.
We at the end. You done made it to the end, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
We'll
make
catch
sure
y'all
y'all
next week.
make sure y'all follow us before we get up out of here. Make sure y'all follow us at Reasonable Clout Podcast on all social media, on X at Clout and Reason, and on YouTube at Reasonable Clout Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that hype button, get us in the algorithms. Make sure y'all go over there and catch that Iceman reaction. I know you probably ain't got 5 hours to spend in one sitting, but you could start it,
Don't
stop
skim
it,
through that
start
shit.
it, stop it, start it, stop it, until you get all the way through that thing, man. Any last words before we get up out of here, champ?
That's it, man.
We
We said what
gone.
needed to be said. It's time to go on ahead.
All right, till the next time, next week, man. We out.
Love.
Reasonable Clout.